What only exists to piss people off? That tiny invisible X on game ads, and its more evil sibling, the fake X on game ads. There are times when I question my sanity after clicking a small X on an ad and I'm taken to the App Store. Was it a fake X? Did I accidentally click the ad? What have I done to deserve this torment? Those generic cereal bags with the resealable push zipper that when you open the bag, it rips past the zipper and now you have a hole in the bag beside the zipper. I, too, eat Molto meal. Create an account to view the rest of this post. Fuck up. You have ************* articles left. God damn it. There I am, trying to make a project, and the page says, you've run out of articles. Pay $3.99 so you can continue carrot per carrot day, again, damn it. Jeans that appear to have pockets but don't. Fake pockets on anything. Erasers that only smudge. I have one that leaves a pink trail when I erase. That pencil is the worst. I hear you pay extra for that in Canada. Automated call routers that ask you to enter your customer ID and date of birth and zip code and great-grandfather's shoe size to get to the right person, only to have that person then ask you for the same information you just entered to get to them in the first place. Robo voice. Enter your 16-digit account number. You enter as quickly as you can, then when you are 6 digits in robo voice. I didn't get that. Please enter your 16-digit account number. In the future, the first 4 numbers can be omitted, then just fucking ask for the last 12. Stickers that come apart when you peel them off and leave paper, adhesive residue behind that you have to try to scrape off. Especially when they slap one of those bad boys into the middle of my brand new non-stick cooking pan. Why? Just why? The sticker glue gets you nice and high when you heat it and huff. Mosquito. There's been some stuff done that alters the genes of female mosquitoes, I believe, where technically they are female, but their mouth is shaped like a male mouth. Since females are the only mosquitoes that bite, the altered ones are not able to do this and spread disease, such as malaria. Their reproductive organs are also altered so they are unable to lay eggs. Yeah, they are doing this in West Africa. In fact, now I believe in some areas they can actually have horses. BC. The tsetse fly is nearly eliminated due to this. The pop-up, subscribe to our newsletter, message on websites that cover the entire page. Or the choice between, sure, send me updates, and, no thanks. I'd rather decay in my skin prison and perish with no meaning and satisfaction in my life. No thanks, I do not want fast free shipping. Oh fuck off, Amazon. Strings coming out of clothing and when you pull it you get a massive hole in your clothes. My dad would use a sewing needle to get a piece of white thread still on the spool onto the outside of his dark jacket. He would keep a spool hidden in a pocket. When people would attempt to pick the little piece of white thread off his jacket, they would get a never-ending piece of thread. My dad would get a good laugh out of this. My dad did this too. He even did it at my sister's wedding when he was in a rented tux. Itchy tags on clothing. Whoever started the print on tags was a genius. Yeah, but at this point I put my black t-shirts on backwards more often than not. Like statistically it should be 50-50, but NAHH man it's more like 85/15 that I fuck it up. Scam phone calls. I still don't understand how people fall for those things. Guy with a thick foreign accent calls me using a local number to ask for my credit card info. Sounds legit to me. Please send $500 in iTunes gift card or the IRS will arrest you. And people fall for that. Long drugstore receipt. Ever notice how the majority of long receipts are just marketing and other shit? What a way. Fill out our survey to receive 2% off your next purchase if you spend $95 or more. Child-proof caps on arthritis medication. If it's the standard orange pill bottle with white cap, you can flip the cap over and it simply twists in with threads for exactly this purpose. It says Walgreens, but I've had it work with nearly all bottles from various pharmacies. When I just want to read a recipe and then I have to scroll through a long diatribe of the soft winds that blew off the Mediterranean while in my cabana on vacation, providing the inspiration for this olive tapenade recipe. Seriously, I just want to try a new recipe. The best prose I ever read was for a cherry pie. It said, "Don't worry if the pie looks messy, crusts are flaky, and can be hard to roll out, and a well-filled one bubbles over when baked. Pies are for eating, not photography." Quote, "It was a great pie. An amp, #X200B, edit, recipe. Crust, 2 C flour, 1 T salt, 2/3 C plus 2 T lard, 1/4 C ice cold water, mix flour and salt. Cut in, add ice water by tablespoons until sticky ball forms. Divide 2/3 by 1/3. Roll out large portion on floured wax paper, put in 9-inch pie pan. Add cherry filling. Roll out smaller portion, place and seal over filling, cut in vents, sprinkle with sugar. Bake pie at 425 F for 10 minutes. Reduce heat to 350 F and bake 30 minutes, or until crust is lightly browned and filling is bubbly. Filling: 4 C tart cherries. Drained 1 C sugar, 1/8 T salt, 1 T cornstarch or 2 T flour. Mix sugar, salt, and cornstarch or flour. Stir over cherries until mixed. Pour in prepared pie pan. Bake as directed. When I was a kid, in the late 80s or early 90s, my mom bought a fundraiser cookbook, produced by the students, parents of a local private school. Parents and teachers contributed recipes to this thing, and they sold it. It was split up into chapters, main courses, appetizers, soups, etc. Kind of what you'd expect from a cookbook. In between the chapters were maybe a page or two of recipes from the kids at the school themselves. Most of them did stuff like, ants on a log, get a piece of celery, put some peanut butter on it, then raisins on top, quote, or grilled cheese, spread butter on bread, put cheese in the middle, then have mom help cook it. The best recipe I've ever read, in my entire life, however, was one of those kids' recipes. Meat, put it in the oven, wait until it looks like meat, 1-ply fucking toilet paper. Who TF invented that shit? Some cheap fuck, obviously. Cursing everyone going forward to shit stains on their hands when the toilet paper rips. They should make a study to see if companies actually save money by buying single-ply. I'm sure I'm not the only one that just ends up using way more to make up for it. Pop-ups, fuck, I hate them, monsieur. Get a, ads are optional, bust schedules. You think they'll actually come at that time? No, you poor simple fool. They'll either show up 3 minutes before that time or 10 minutes after that time. That listed time is meaningless to the monsieur. Also, after 30 minutes of wait, 3 buses for same route will come nose to ass. If you are a commuter watching them in desperation from the across the road, waiting for signal to turn, walking, they will all leave. Last 2 of them empty. And now you will wait for another 30 minutes. It's called bus bunching, and it's a fairly well-known phenomenon. That fucking plastic packaging that is impossible to rip open and hurts you when you cut it with scissors. Blister packaging. Fuck that, I laugh when you have to return it in the original package. It's a mess, I'm telling you. That puddle of water that you accidentally step on while wearing socks. That puddle of dog pee that you accidentally step on while wearing socks. I live alone with my dogs, so this is always a pleasant surprise. The DMV, Department of Public Safety. Let me just mail my shit in. Why do I need to take time off work to stand in line for 2 hours? Makes me miss Arizona, where you show up with basically only a pulse and 30 minutes later you get a license that expires when you're 65. I mean, some shit could be done just by mailing stuff in or going online or whatever. But the DMV would still need to exist to administer driving tests and such. Now, the DMV may need to exist But whether the DMV needs to be so insanely slow and inefficient is a different issue. Driving tests I totally get. But doing simple things like renewing a goddamn license is unnecessarily difficult. I got a little checklist in the mail of shit I need to renew my license, and they want like 8,304 separate forms of ID just to renew. I basically upturned my whole house looking for my birth certificate today because apparently my current license, passport, and social security card aren't enough. I also need to bring a pay stub from work as further proof of ID. Ticks, perforations in boxes and paper that never tear where they're supposed to. Oh, and that fucking metal shit over wine bottle, the autocorrect feature on phones that changes fucking to ducking. Asterisk CVS receipts asterisk. If I wanted the Magna Carta of shitty offers for shit I don't want and don't need, CVS, I would have let you know. 3 yards of paperwork. All I bought was a bloody soda. Traffic lights on roundabout. This exit. The whole point of roundabouts is to get rid of traffic lights.